Alright, this is going to be a good one. Hopefully no priority mail packaging material used for void fill, please. And the project isn't just about scoring toys and opening the packages on camera. We're getting to the next part of it. Popcorns. Popcorns are better than priority mail packages. These set me back a bit, but we sold some art. How about that? It was actually something older too, from like 2014. But sales is sales. And what we have here, sounding like Blair from the Thing. Well, what we have here is an Apollo Moon Exploring set number 304B. I don't know. I think it's 304B. I've shown them before. I've got one. I opened one. I don't know if I'm going to upload the video of it because it didn't go well. But the reason why I wanted to get it, well, the reason why I got it, is that it came as a lot with this Apollo Moon Exploring 304A with the Major Matt Mason Moon Crawler and its chromed figure. Sorry about the light there. A lunar module, again chromed, a flag, and these two spacemen, which are exclusive to this Apollo Moon Exploring series, presumably by LP Toys. Let's see if I can do this smoothly. Sit down over here, because I've got prior examples of both. And I decided I wanted these specific figures at my disposal, loose. And I also want that lunar module loose. And what the hell, I want the AME Major Matt Mason Crawler. So now we get to evaluate the two cards to figure out which one we take one for the team with by opening it, and which one gets packaged up and placed back on the oval wall. They're both unpunched. Ooh, there we go. Some condition issue up there on the top of that one. Take a look at how it's adhered to the plastic or the printing. It's not adhered to the cardboard, it's adhered to the printing around the side. The inking, there's some delamination there on that corner as well. Let's go back to this one. Now this one has a curve to it. This is the one I'd had before. Take a look at the condition of the pieces in it, and they look comparable. So I'm not gonna blow it by picking one or the other. For condition of the toy pieces, that's got pretty much about the same curve. So it comes down to this upper corner, and it looks like this is the one that we opened, and this one gets returned to the oval wall. And then the fate of this one becomes a question. This one's got a flipper. What's an error? What's an Apollo Moon Exploring Series error flying saucer worth? Is that even an error? It's just upside down. I think it's an error, the flipper, but you can see how the bond is becoming a little bit loose on it. Now, I've already opened one of these. Its astronaut actually had no base on it, and that's why I chose that, which may have been a mistake. It may have been a better tactical investment move to keep that one sealed. I was never going to sell it. This one has a nice chunk out of its upper corner, but it's more intact along the side of the package. And right now, because I don't think I need one of that pose loose. I don't think I need one of either pose loose. I repackaged the one that's got the condition issue and the flipper and put that back up on the oval wall and sell the one that's in somewhat better condition to raise proceeds to get more. Because that's what it's all about, scoring more of them. It might be nice to have another loose piece of moon terrain air conditioning unit with a television antenna. I've already got enough of these saucers to last quite a bit. And if I was to open one, I think this would be the one to do it. But I don't really need another one of these open. And it could be left to whoever gets to administrate over my estate someday. The niece. Nice coloring to that piece of moon terrain where this one's darker. Still got some color bands in it, you know, which would be more appealing to a buyer. A flipper with a prettier piece of moon terrain, or one that's more better adhered with a chomp out of the printing on its upper corner and a darker piece of moon terrain. Although I guess that doesn't matter. It's just my eye. But I think we sell this one off. This one goes back to the ogle wall. This one goes back to the ogle wall. And on another exciting episode of Space Trucks, we'll open this baby up and finally get my chromed Apollo Moon Exploring Apollo astronauts loose. And here, we'll just set these two side by side and you can see how they're different. This is standard LP Toys spaceman in his skin tight, I guess it's a Mercury flight suit. These guys are with no oxygen tanks on. That's another way to help people spot LP Toys astronauts as opposed to NPC or any other. They don't have air tanks. He's I don't know, maybe he's got a little vial of oxygen in his pocket there. These guys are wearing pressurized EVA suits with PLSS life support packs. Got a nice tool. I guess the other one's got a camera. Yeah, I want those. I want those loose. And I bust it open right now, but of course I want to try to do it in a manner that preserves the packaging. And I don't have my goods out. And right now we're just taking a look at some nerd opening up his space toys and comparing condition with other examples. And that's why it's an interesting project. It's about, you know, art should be about what you care about and not just making the art, but what inspires you to generate it. Oh, what I should have done is get out an Apollo Moon or a lunar module. LP Toys case. I've shown this one before. Figured that's a safe way to keep it from harm. There's the blue one. I showed that with the space set case, but I wanted to demonstrate how it's essentially, it looks the same as the Apollo Moon Exploring lunar module, which is gilded, but it isn't, or chromed, but it isn't, because the Apollo Moon Exploring lunar module has a representation of a ladder on that landing leg, and the Blue Shield Apollo capsule style lunar modules, as seen there on the right, does not have a ladder or a representation of a ladder. And they're in the same scale, so they're going to fit with the there we go. This is actually an Apollo Moon Exploring Command Service module, and we'll be able, you would sort of be able to match those up, but the diameter, or the diameter of the holes is not consistent to slide that in and out nicely. I should try adjusting one that's sort of split apart and mate a couple of them so that once and for all I can be the happy little space nerd that I am. And yeah, acquiring toys is performance art. That's valid. As good a topic as coating yourself with butter and doing something weird.